Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man giving you the truth. I know people don't like the truth. I know everybody want to be liberal. They want everybody to be liberal. Everybody to just be anything goes. Believe everything you see on the news, everything, so on and so forth. But for those of the rest of you who want to hear the truth, here I am. This is the Isaiah 4:1 series. Isaiah 4:1 says, in that day, talking about a future time, 7 women will take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own food, wear our own clothes, only let us be called by your name. Take away our disgrace. And what is the disgrace? Many, 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 many things. OnlyFans, sneaking, sucking, and getting smashed. Amateur POR, fill in the blank, playing Scrabble. All types of things are the disgrace that the Bible's talking about. It talked about how the daughters of Zion would be arrogant and entitled, so on and so forth. All of this is in the Bible. Like, how could you not believe it? And it was written thousands of years ago, and they talked about such a time as this. On this one, I want to talk about why traditional marriage does not benefit most men, won't benefit most men. And as far as you women, I'm going to tell you how, if that's what you want, you need to be and you need to stay being. Like, I'm going to give you some information that will help you, but my real motive is to help the guys that's going to do it anyway. So, when I first decided to get married, like, I had a reputation. Like, I had a nickname that people gave me for a number of reasons. And, you know, I did some things. I entertained myself certain ways. But after a while, you get tired of it, or you think at least you're tired of it. And you think you're tired of it because you don't know that sometimes marriage just don't work out. Like, it's not that the people are bad people sometimes. They just might take the wrong approach. Or they might do this, or they might do that. And they might, it's different factors with it. But when you 20, how old was I? 23? You really don't know. You try to go by your parents, but my parents didn't even have a perfect relationship. Like, you try to be like your father because, you respect your dad. And, as you get older, you start seeing like certain stuff that he did. And like, you start understanding a little more than you did when you was little, and you were made to think that he was just in the wrong with everything he did. Over time, you start to see the truth as your wisdom grows, that no man is completely 100% at fault usually, or we'll just say very few. It takes two to tango. And so you think, I'm gonna get married, I'm gonna stick to this one. But I should have understood that I never did well in those situations. Now, mind it, I never, not even one time, cheated in my marriage. But, being married, the period of time, I didn't understand exactly what it was and what it entailed when I made that decision to do it. But see, now you guys, you had a red pill, you had a manosphere, you have MGTOW, you have all of these informative videos to help you in your decision. You even have Mayweather telling the truth about why he don't want to get married, stuff like that. And what he was saying is very understandable. Like, you gotta be built for that sort of thing. that this the only woman you want to deal with, which the Bible never said you only could have one. The Bible never said you had to have that marriage license and go through the things that people go through when they are trying to divorce. All that's it's unbiblical. So you have to understand, and you have to know if this is what you want. That's why you see all these older men chasing these young girls around, being their 60s, with little 40-year-old side chick, 35, 25. Because to be honest, you never should have even got married. You should have understood that one day your wife is not going to want to have sex. One day your wife, her mouth might get slick, or all the other changes that people go through in marriage. You know, when you get married, you never think that your wife is going to use sex as a weapon against you and dare you to cheat or face the consequences of losing your livelihood, losing your house, losing your kids, so on and so forth. That's what happens. Let me go back here real quick. And it's not always that these women, when stuff don't work out, it's not always because they're a bad person. Sometimes it's just they take the wrong approach. And that's what I want to talk about. Also, you women, you got to understand this. If you dealing with a masculine man, you're going to endanger your whole relationship by trying to emasculate him in any way. You're going to endanger him. Because let's be honest, your vag, especially if you had other people touching it, licking it, doing this, doing that before he got to you, it's not going to be worth him being emasculated. People, you should not be getting emasculated in your relationships or on your job. Anybody that's trying to emasculate you, it's time to look into something else. Because when you start losing your masculinity, it's like those, as they call it, toxic masculinity, but it really ain't no such thing. What it should be called is toxic emasculinity. Like when somebody trying to emasculate you, that's what's really toxic. So when you start trying to emasculate him, like if he agrees, he agrees, say, okay, well, you're going to be my only woman. What y'all women need to ask him is, are you sure? And what y'all also need to understand is that polygyny is not evil. It was condoned and is condoned by the Most High. So if you really like this guy, if you really into this guy, and he tells you that he wants to practice polygyny, then what you should be saying is not, I'm leaving you and I'm taking the kids. What you should be saying is, are you going to treat me equally to her? But they don't want to say that, though, because that's not enough control for them. See, they want to be like Eve. Being like Sarah ain't cool. Did Sarah divorce Abraham when he was dealing with Rahab and Ishmael came in the picture? No, she didn't. She didn't, did she? She didn't. So they don't factor in that you're going to have more stronger sexual capabilities as you two grow older than they are. They don't care. Like most women are, it's again, some of them not bad, but some of them are. And this is how you know you're a bad person. If you are withholding sex from your husband, and yet you expect him to stick to you, you're being an evil person. You should never withhold sex. If you are not sick or physically unable, you should never withhold it. And if you ever just don't want to do it, then you should allow him to have other wives. Because you're being unfair. You're being unreasonable. Marriage is an ancient practice. And polygyny is even more ancient than marriage practice. So when the Bible says you shall not commit adultery, to a man, that's not saying you can't have more than one woman. That's saying that you shouldn't mess with another man's wife. That's what it's saying to a man. So you women, y'all gotta be willing to share. One man, no side dudes, no nothing, just you and that guy, and if he has another wife, you, her, and him. And if he has two wives, you, her, and him. And you be perfectly cooperative with him and them. Otherwise, you're going to probably end up being single. Yeah, you'll get smashed. And please don't misunderstand. Guys looking at big breasts, big butts, and wide, smooth thighs as being love, because that's not love. That's lust. That's, in some cases, infatuation. See, women get it mistaken when guys start paying attention to them, and that's how they get their feelings hurt, when they get smashed and then they can't find them. So when it happens to you, you listening to these guys online, and you going back, you being disrespectful toward your husband. Dude sent you a picture of his wing ding. His wing ding bigger than your husband's. It happens. And so now you going back disrespecting your husband. Now you sneaking around. He done stretched you out. And you accusing him lying, talking about he insecure. You doing all the wrong things if I'm talking to you. You really don't deserve no husband. If you don't know how to shut up, only argue when necessary, have enough wisdom, open up, make your body accessible and readily available for him, you don't need no husband. This ain't about weddings. Weddings cost money. This is why a lot of y'all women is liabilities. Nobody should get with you because you ain't going to cooperate with a man. If he don't give you your way, if you are an entitled woman, you should be single. You should be single because you're going against the very Bible. You're going against what the Bible says you're supposed to be in a relationship. By being entitled, by being argumentative, by withholding sex when you're angry at them. When y'all do that, they should smash somebody. Every single guy should smash somebody. They should get another wife and dump you. If all you can offer is contention, you're not helping with bills, you're not having sex, all you offering really is contention. And if you're a good mother, then that don't even count in terms of your relationship. Because what are you doing for him? But all these women want to get married, though. They all want to get married, though. Should anybody marry you? Think about all of the sexual things you've done. Number one. Number two, think about how many people you've done them to. And then after you do those two things, then I want you to ask yourself, are you worth him committing to the rest of his life? Is that a fair commitment? If you got to be honest with yourself. Because some of y'all, you might not be worth monogamy. But with a strong-minded guy that's willing to restore you, put you in your place, and you going to fall in line, you might be able to be part of somebody's harem. Because if you're not a virgin, untouched, your mind you ain't even been thinking about, you just pure all the way around, then you not really like monogamy material anyways. You done been stretched. Like the girl in the video said she done had 15 inches. Should somebody be in a monogamous relation with, who gonna be in a monogamous relation with her? Forrest Gump? I mean, come on now, man. Y'all not being true to yourself, and y'all definitely, and if you not being true to yourself, how you gonna be true to somebody else? You know you don't deserve no monogamy. You done been around too much. You done been around the block too much. If you ever had any other wing ding in your mouth, you don't deserve monogamy. And any dude that try to get in monogamy with you is asking for trouble. Because you're going to remember those other guys every time. And you're going to expect him to have the same pleasures as them. You're going to expect him to have the same approach, the same sexual approach as the guys that you like. That's why you're not worth monogamy. And some of y'all ain't worth polygyny either. People shouldn't even deal with you. You know, now when you be honest about your actions, it brings up your worth. To me, my knowledge, my wisdom. Maybe not high enough for every guy, but some guy might say, you know what? I'm going to deal with her. But when you get to lying and he get to finding out stuff as you go, like he know a person and that person be like, oh man, you know, and we did this. And you like, but she said she lying, man. She did. But she didn't tell you that. And every time y'all get in an argument, you thinking back to all this stuff that you know about her that she don't even know you know. And it's making it worse and worse. Cause you thinking like, she must think I'm a fool acting like that. And she done did all that. Like, I mean, this happens to a lot of people, man. This happens to a lot of people. Like, people be like, man, don't tell her I told you. Like, I ain't gonna say nothing. You know, I'm just glad to find out. When these guys find out about this stuff, and then you fighting with her, you get to thinking like, man, I made the wrong choice, man. This chick a liar. You know, it happens to so many guys. But like I said, I'm going to show you women what y'all can do to give yourself more of a chance. Because when you mess over a good dude, you got some bad dudes coming your way. If a dude is being honest with you and you still mess over him, you going to get a dude that's going to lie to you to get what he want. And then he going to move on you. Or he going to, you accuse the dude of cheating on you that wasn't cheating on you. You going to get with the dude that really going to be doing it. But the truth will make you free. When you tell the truth, it make you free. When you live by the truth, it make you free. The truth will make you free. The devil hates the truth. And the truth is, in terms of relationships, that women are supposed to follow a man's lead and shut the hell up. That's how relationships supposed to be. You're supposed to be there to help him in whatever way possible, with pleasure, with relief, with assistance, whatever he needs. That's your job. Your job is not to sit on the throne and have everything brought to you. That's not your job. That's not any woman's job. You're supposed to help wherever needed. But that's not what they do nowadays. And that's why Mayweather said it. That's why a lot of dudes are waking up. Marriage just ain't worth it. It's a bunch of work for guys. Let me tell you something, man. I ain't trying to be nasty, man. But I'm going to just tell you the truth. I'm the truth, man. I can literally bust one every single day. Or 2 or 3. Every day. There's no way I'm going without doing that unless I see fit. I'm just not. I'm not. But a lot of these women will try to take you there. They'll start denying you, and then they'll have the nerve to deny their husband and even look at another dude and say A, B, even a letter out of their mouth is just pure disrespect. If you doing your husband like that, you should stop. And you shouldn't even look up. You shouldn't even look at another man's face. The nerve of you. Y'all just got the court on y'all side. A lot of y'all really would be already out the picture. But guys don't be wanting to give up all their stuff. And it's understandable. They don't be wanting to give up their stuff, man. Especially, okay, let's say a dude been in his house 10 years. The 10th year, his wife want to act up. She want a girls' night out. She want to go here and there. You finding stuff on her phone. Most dudes going to be like, you know what, man? If I leave, she going to get the house. You know what? F her. I'm going to have me a side piece like a punk. But that's why you should always have 2 or more of everything. I knew a dude, he only had 1 car. He got divorced. It was 0 below in Wisconsin. He was on the bus. They gave her the car. So I rode up to him. He passed away. He was a good guy, man. Like not a troublemaker at all. His wife, you know, I knew the story. I knew his business. You know, people was telling me. He even probably told me some of it. But I rolled up. I said, hey, man, you want to ride? He was like, nah, that's all right. I guess he just wanted to get his mind used to being on the bus. Because what if I'm not around? You know, he still got to get back and forth. So I'm like, dang, man, that is messed up. No vag is worth losing anything. Nothing. It's just not. It's not. But that's all that's all I got on this one. It's Isaiah 4:1 series. It's just not worth it, man. In most cases. Biggest gamble in the world. Biggest gamble. What if your sexual desire is 100 times more than hers when y'all hit 50? What you gonna do then? So many PORNs you could watch. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I mean, it's the truth, man. And you women, fall in line. See what the scriptures say. Be that every day, all day, every year of your life. Otherwise, you ain't worth that ring on your finger. You ain't worth it. And matter of fact, let's go here in closing. The Bible says if he not right, so you Christian women, y'all, he ain't saved. The Bible, it don't matter if he's saved or not. If you are, then he is. Have you read? You sanctify each other. And it says that you're supposed to win him by your conduct. If he don't obey the word. Do it or do it not, say that. To you, man, he be drinking beer. What's drinking beer? Drinking beer is not a sin. Any of y'all want to smoke on gambling, drinking, or any of this stuff, I will bring the smoke. Sin is the breaking of the law. If there is no law given by God, there is no sin. If there is no instruction, no criticism from God, if he criticizes something, it's law. But y'all be making up your own stuff. We don't go by your pastor. We go by the word. We go by the book. And the book says that the Most High told David, 2 Samuel chapter 12, I gave you wives, and if you needed more, I would have gave you even more. Because having wives is just a matter of what you can handle. That's what it is. It's not a number, no set number. It's what you can handle. If you're a preacher, you shouldn't have all them wives. I wouldn't suggest monogamy, but you shouldn't have all them wives. Cause you got other things to do. Like you gotta have wives based on your lifestyle. But anyway, concubines, wives, whatever. Concubine is just a person you ain't said was your wife yet, but you treat her like she is on her way there. That's what a concubine is. Thanks for watching. Keep tuning in for more videos.